Hey everybody, welcome back. This is going to be the long anticipated video for some that have been asking me to do this video. So I'm going to do it. Okay, finally here it is. It's going to be the video on my 1970 Chevelle. This is a car that I actually traded a motorcycle for back in 2013, and I did a somewhat restoration on it in 2016. So this might be kind of a long video, so hopefully you guys hang in with me, but here we go. Here it is, the 1970 Chevelle. We will start with what it was and kind of go from there. I don't have video of any of the process, so you're gonna have a lot of kind of photos and some pictures thrown up on this video to kind of give you an idea of how far I went with this car. So just to start with the basics, this has had an LS1 swap with a T56 manual transmission, a complete paint job. The whole front clip has been replaced. The left rocker has been replaced. Both full quarters have been replaced. The floors are original, the roof is original, the trunk is original, and the door is original. Almost everything else needed sheet metal. The full interior has been done. The only thing I did not do, I did not pull the body off the frame on this. So this is kind of a frame-on restoration. So I will kind of start with some of the pictures and show you guys kind of how far I went with the paint job, and I'll kind of give you some pictures of how it started. It started with a similar color of green. Neither color was factory, and this is kind of the color I ended up with. It's a color I chose. It wasn't originally a forest green car, and I kind of want to keep a green, so this is the green I went with. This is actually a GM Meadow Green Metallic Alternate 2, and it's a paint code used on the late 90s GM vehicles. And I'll throw some pictures up to kind of show you what it looked like before and the progress I went through to get it painted. And I will say that all of that bodywork, sheet metal, and the paint was all done by me. No one else has touched this car. I did everything. I did the engine swap, I did the electrical, the dash conversion, all the sheet metal, the paint and body, all the interior, all done by myself. And it was all done in my two-car garage before I built this shop that we are in right now. I'm gonna give you guys kind of a shot of the interior. So the interior was originally the green, the dark green that was in the GM vehicles. And as you can see, everything has been switched out to black, because I like black interiors. This has a Dakota digital dash in it. I did the dash conversion on it as well. I really like it. It works out really good with the LS motor. And if you guys have questions on that, I can probably maybe do some videos or add to the comments about it. So in the following pictures, gonna do kind of a slideshow for you guys to give you an idea of, what I went through when I did the car. There'll be some shots of basically the sheet metal where one of the quarters is cut out, replacing the quarter, where I have the front clip off the car, replace the front clip, and kind of halfway through when I did the engine swap. So those are the pictures that I'll have, kind of do a slideshow. And then it'll be, I think I have another one of it when I've got it completely down to bare metal. and then a few more of doing the paint on it, paint and body. So I'll throw those in there in kind of a time lapse where from start to finish, and then kind of go over the rest of the car and show you guys kind of front to back rest of the car and hit some of the main points on it. I'll try not to get too in depth and get too boring for you. So here we go with the slideshow. Here's the power plant that I installed in this. This is an LS1. The headers are Flowmaster headers. They're fit for GMA bodies, 68 to 72, and they fit really well. The one thing I have not done on this car, which I keep saying I'm going to and I need to, is I need to do the AC on it. It is a factory AC car, and you know, I have a lot of stuff going on. So I have not done the AC yet on this. So that is one thing I need to do, is finish the AC for the hot summers. But other than that, kind of go over it. Was a drum brake car. I did a disc brake conversion. So disc brake conversion on it. And again, the headers were Flowmaster. The radiator, I cannot remember which radiator I went with this. It is a dual pass radiator, and I got the radiator from Summit, and I believe the fans I got from Speedway Motors. The harness came with the motor I purchased, so I don't even know who built the harness for the car or did the tune, but it runs really well. And I know I could have done a little bit better job with the engine bay, but it was kind of just wanted to get the car running, driving, and back together. Again, this was not a full frame-off restoration car. This was kind of a freshen up, make it presentable car. So and I really wish you guys could see the color out in the sun, but the sun's going down. It has a really nice pop to it. The green looks a lot better in the sun. The wheels on this are US mags. They are 1810s in the rear, and they are 18.8s in the front. The tire size on this is 245 40 18 in the front, and they are 275 45 18s in the rear. And this does have a 2-inch drop in the front and a 1-inch drop in the rear. So if you guys are wondering about the stance, again, 2-inch drop in the front and a 1-inch in the rear. So now I'm gonna set the jacks, and I'm gonna raise this up and kind of give you a look at the underneath a little bit. Now again, remember, this wasn't a frame-off restoration. This was just meant to build it and drive it. So be gentle when you make comments about the underneath of the car. Again, this was not fully finished. So here's the underneath of the car. Suspension is stock, other than the Hotchkiss lowering springs and the disc brake conversion I mentioned earlier. Again, Flowmaster headers. with the exhaust that I put on it. The exhaust is a Flowmaster kit 2.5-inch dual that fits pretty well with the car. I didn't have to modify it except for some little adapters right there I built to adapt up to the LS motor. Back here, have an in-tank high pressure fuel pump. I can't remember the tank that I use, but it is a Aeromotive fuel pump that I put in the back. And there's kind of a shot of underneath the car. Fuel filter on this is Corvette fuel filter, so the pressure regulator is built in. And then the oil pan, I use the Holley 302-2, I believe, is the part number. So, as you can see, there is no oil pan that sticks down below the cross member, so everything clears. You don't have to worry about smacking anything like some people that use the wrong oil pan. But so there you have it. There's my 1970 Chevelle. Hope you guys liked the video. Hopefully I kind of hit most of the base of the car, what I did to it, without getting into too much detail that it becomes boring. So again, just want to throw this in here. It's not something that I've done recently. Again, built it in 2016. Well, I should say full build again. Put it together, screwed around with it in 2016, and then drive it once in a while since then. So it's just kind of one of the cars I have, and hope you guys like the video. And hopefully there will be more to come on some other stuff and some more videos on the C10. So till then, thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you later.